speaking of the mindset, like Kobe, like you sat down and had conversations with Kobe. What did you learn from that? Like those conversations. What did you learn from the mindset, the athlete mindset in those conversations?
Yeah, I was really fortunate. It was probably one of the last, if not the last interviews Kobe ever did before he sadly passed away. And I'd never met him before. So it was the first time I'd connected with him. We didn't know each other. And it was incredible because, I remember walking into a studio like this. We'd went and set up at his place, and he came out and introduced himself to our whole team as Kobe. I was like, all right.
Let me know who you are.
It was just amazing. It was, everyone was just like, oh my gosh. Like, my whole crew was just, I can't believe, he was just so kind and gracious. And then we sat down and had the conversation. And what I loved about him, so I met him after his playing career, right? I didn't meet him when he was playing. And I found that for a lot of athletes, after you finish playing is the most difficult time. Other athletes I'd met or spoken to, they always talked about post-retirement, if they were honest with me, being the hardest time because you're not relevant anymore, whatever that means, and we can talk about that. You're not in the game anymore, so your name's not coming up in every conversation. Even if you were compared to everyone when you were playing, that was better than not being in the chat and the talk.
Of course.
And so it was incredible. What I learned about the athlete mindset from him was that he had a game plan for retirement. So he had a game plan on the court and he had a game plan off the court. And I've never met someone who was so at peace in retirement. He truly was at peace. When I spent time with him, I was thinking he just won an Oscar for the shorts that he was creating.
The Dear Basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And he knew what his purpose was beyond the game. And I think that's an incredible thing, that he knew what basketball stood for. Then he knew what basketball meant to other people. And then life as basketball, that was the real gift of basketball of, can I teach young people about life through the game that they love and through my life? And that's looking at purpose from a bird's eye view rather than thinking my purpose is the game. It's like, no, the game's a platform. And there's another purpose that this platform allows me to have, which is what you're all doing here too. I mean, that's what this is. You guys have understood that there's a platform beyond the game. And that's why you're building Red Hook. So you're doing the same thing, which is dope.
I love hearing Kobe stories with you because you guys had a super unique relationship. Jay obviously spoke about his experience with Kobe and the peace he felt after the game for having a plan during playing and a plan after playing. Obviously, you guys had a unique relationship. Was there any post-Kobe teaching moments from him that stuck with you and now your post-NBA life?
Well, he had a plan, but he didn't always have a plan at first.
Okay.
Right? So it took him a minute to really take down the Kobe mask of an athlete.
Put the mama back in the closet.
Put the mama back in the Jake the Snake bag. Right? You know what I mean? Put the mama back over there. So it took him a minute to kind of get over that. Right? It's like, damn, I'm not doing this no more. We start seeing pictures, we pick up weight. And you know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, I ain't the Kobe we know. Like, nah. But then it starts to click. Now, I got to get back to being Kobe, but in a different way, right? So now I got to start getting back into, I want to get back into the game, so I'm going to go rock with my daughter. I want to get the women's game back.
I'm going to go coach.
Going. Like, it wasn't just about coaching. It was about getting the women's game back going. And also, it was about using his basketball knowledge and implementing that into kind of this world of mindset, right? And putting like he was a storyteller. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to tell stories. He wanted to write books, fantasy books and sports fantasy books. Like this is what he wanted to do. So to see him in that stage was like, damn, like, yo, my brother is really, like, what has been at? Like, you know what I mean? Where the fuck you been at, dog?
It was almost like a kinder, gentler Kobe, but at the same...
And it was something that it was something that was uncomfortable at first.
Okay.
Because I'm like, damn, like, this ain't, you all right, man? You good? Like, this ain't...
Like, you used to one version of him.
I ain't getting no motherfuckers. You good? Are we cool? Yeah, man, just, I'm happy, man. I'm at peace. And, like, these are the conversations that he actually was happening. So for him to meet Kobe in that time, Like he was looking for something to challenge him in new ways because he couldn't be challenged from a basketball standpoint anymore.